Welcome, dear friend. This book opens the door into the true world of Santa Claus, the one figure who, across centuries, has taught humanity a quiet but enduring truth. Miracles are real when we dare to believe in them. What you are about to read is not merely written by human hands. It is woven, thread by thread, word by word, from the teachings of Santa Claus himself. More than that, some chapters come directly from his home in distant Laponia, where he read his own story aloud. And all I had to do was listen and record and clarify the story from the noise of the world. Of course, fairies, as always, helped me. My dearest companion through it all has been Fairy Wiss, pink as dawn, green as spring, who never once left my side while these pages came to life. And whenever I needed to know what was stirring in Laponia, or simply needed someone wise to turn to, it was Fairy Faye who came to me. She carries all the news of that magical world on her wings. And when I ask, she offers her wisest counsels, spoken soft and sure. In our book, Santa Claus is not a symbol of a holiday. He is a superhero, a teacher of miracles, through the gentle wonders of Christmas Eve and the hidden triumphs woven into everyday life. He shows us this: miracles are not rare interruptions of fate. They are a way of living, and for those willing to learn, they can become the very norm by which reality unfolds, to step out of tradition and into a life where everything is possible. This is a daring change, but it is worth attempting, especially with a guide like Santa Claus, an invisible yet powerful leader who holds the world at his fingertips for the sake of its beauty. This book invites you not only to witness his miracles, but to learn his philosophy and to discover how miracles may begin to appear in your own life. Can you hear? Listen, Santa Claus is here.
Welcome, dear friend. If you are listening, it means you have already heard my call. Perhaps softly, perhaps only as a feeling. But you heard it. I have waited a long time for you, longer than you can imagine. The world you know is only one layer of reality. Behind it lies another. A world where miracles breathe, where kindness has weight, where hope bends the laws of nature, and where every good deed becomes a spark that lights the darkness. This is the world I have guarded since the beginning of the worlds, and today, I open its door for you. The fairies have whispered my stories to the author, and she has listened with a heart brave enough to hear them. Some chapters I have spoken myself from my home in distant Laponia, where I live. You may wonder if this is real. Let me tell you a secret. Reality is far larger than you think. Miracles are not tricks. They are choices. They are acts of courage. They are moments when love becomes stronger than anything else. If you believe in goodness, truly, deeply, without compromise, then evil loses its shape. And when evil loses its shape, miracles become the natural way the world works. In this book, you will learn how miracles begin, how they grow, and how they can be carried in your own hands. Meet the only magical family ever. Those who choose kindness so fiercely that it becomes power. You might find yourself becoming one of us soon. So, sit with me for a while. Let the story unfold. I have waited centuries to tell it, and I am glad you are here. Once upon a time,
where Santa Claus lives? He does not live at the North Pole. He does not live in the clouds or among the stars. Simply put, he lives in a two-story house with a garden and stairs to the attic. The house sits on a hill in a little village called Laponia, in the magical country called Fairland. Laponia has all 4 seasons. Baby Winter, the first daughter of Santa Claus, likes to say that in spring, when the snow starts to melt, the hill looks rather plain. She adds that spring season is rather homely, with nothing remarkable about it at all, except for the house on top of the hill. Because the melted snow forming streams of spring water running down the hill looks rather gross and even dirty, and there are no flowers yet. But in the winter, the hill with the house on top of it looks as beautiful as a snow castle, surrounded by rolling landscapes, funky figurines, and amazing mazes that Baby Winter makes for the season of snowflakes. You might disagree that spring is too homely, but this was precisely Baby Winter's opinion. I know she was not serious when she said it. She just teased Baby Spring because Baby Spring is Winter's younger sister, gentle and beautiful as sunshine's morning rays, and her voice is more sonorous than voice of a spring lark. And when she sings, Baby Winter melts her best snowflakes because she forgets about making snow. However, this story started in the winter season, when the house on top of the hill looked rather plain, because there was no snow at all, and Baby Spring was not born yet. Fairy Faye shared with me further that upstairs in the attic of the two-story house, Santa Claus kept his magical telescope to look over the universe, his magical mirror to look over the earth, and many other magical things. He rarely moved to other cities. His location has stayed mostly the same since the beginning of time. If you send him a letter, he will receive it, but if you try to find him in person, it will be a disappointment. Fairland is a secret location, and it is not possible to find it without a special invitation. This is why I have not traveled to Fairland yet, and am patiently waiting for Santa Claus to send me the invitation. Or, even better, to come and invite me in person. Or, with the help of his elves and fairies, at least. As I mentioned, this story started long, long ago, when Santa Claus was young and his beard was not white yet. The beard was, simply put, blonde. Mrs. Claus was, of course, also young and elegant. She wore no glasses and had no wrinkles on her face, while remaining the same beautiful and kind woman she always was. She is, according to Santa Claus, the most beautiful woman he had ever seen, and they fell for one another at first sight. It was a romantic story. You will know it all soon. Everything will come in time. Today, I must begin with the story about Baby Winter and how she learned to make snowflakes, as this was her personal request. The story began on one lucid morning, right before Baby Winter's birthday. The next day, Baby Winter, Santa Claus's first daughter, would turn 5 years old. Mrs. Claus had invited friends to the party and had just baked a birthday cake. When Baby Winter spotted the newly baked cake sitting on the kitchen counter, ready for decorations, she at once volunteered to decorate it, and this is how she ventured. When Mrs. Claus was not looking, Baby Winter licked her fingers, dipped them into the jar filled with sparkles, and then licked the sweets off her fingers to taste if the sweets were good enough. They were good, but she was not quite sure. So she dipped her fingers back into the jar and licked the sweets off again. She continued in this fashion over and over until there were no sugary sparkles left. It was naughty, and Baby Winter knew it, though she could not help tasting the sweets. When Mrs. Claus found it out, she shook her head and went to the basement, determined to get a new jar of sparkles. Then Baby Winter spotted a jar of sweet snowflakes. and decided it was a good chance to taste them right away. She found them scrumptious and could not stop tasting until she had finished them all. By that time, the jar with snowflakes was empty. Mrs. Claus saw the empty jar when she returned from the basement and shook her head. "Look what you did, Baby Winter. We are running out of snowflakes. You have to make new ones, or we will not have enough for your birthday." "But how, Mommy? I do not know how," Baby Winter said, curving her lips down in confusion. "You are daughter of Santa Claus, and everything you do with love may help. This is your first birthday gift, magical coloring pencils and magical paper." Mrs. Claus answered, holding out the album and the pencils, and watching how Baby Winter's eyes grow in astonishment. "Your brother Autumn sent them to you and asked me to teach you how to draw snowflakes. They shall look exactly like the sparkles on the cake, the ones that you ate. Draw the snowflakes and sparkles, and let's see what happens." At first, Baby Winter did not believe she could do it. But when she drew one snowflake, the sweet confectionery flew off the paper and straight into the jar. "My brother Autumn will be proud," Winter murmured. She loved her brother and missed him a lot, because most of the time, Autumn had to live in magical school and study. "There is one snowflake, Mommy. I did it." Baby Winter giggled, amused by herself, and drew more snowflakes. The new snowflakes also flew off the paper, straight into the jar. It was fun. "I can make sweet snowflakes. Fly, fly, snowflakes!" Baby Winter giggled triumphantly. The more she giggled, the more snowflakes flew off the paper. Soon she had filled the jar up to the top with the sweets, and Mrs. Claus could decorate the birthday cake. The cake looked like a snow castle now. Baby Winter did not stop. She drew more snowflakes and ran with the picture to her dad. "Santa Claus, Daddy, Daddy, I learned to make sweet snowflakes and sparkles," she cheered. At her word, a snowflake, this time a real one, landed on Santa Claus's nose. The nose was hot, the snowflake melted, and a drop of water fell on the floor. "What has just happened, Daddy? Why the snowflake turned into water?" Baby Winter was bemused. "It is because this time you made the real one. Have you ever seen snow before?" "Oh, of course you didn't, because you're only 5 years old, and we never had snow in Laponia yet." Santa Claus rubbed his nose. He could not stop smiling as he knew that Baby Winter was strong enough to make real snow. He said, "Ingenious, Baby Winter. Would you like to decorate our Laponia with snowflakes? Because you see, we do not need snowflakes in the house." "Our Laponia?" Baby Winter asked with astonishment in her voice. "The whole town, just like the birthday cake." "Yep, Laponia, just like the birthday cake," Santa Claus confirmed and held out his hand to Baby Winter. "Let's go to the attic. We need to find some magical things to get started."
The stairs to the attic in Santa's house were in all shades of gold. Every step had a different hue, and all of them sparkled like a starry sky. "Watch out. There is a mess in the attic," Mrs. Claus advised. "There is great order in this mess," Santa replied. "I prefer to keep it this way." "That's right, Daddy. There is a great order in my room, too. I prefer to keep it that way." Baby Winter echoed on the way up the stairs. She liked the fact she had something in common with Santa Claus, Even it was against the idea of Mrs. Claus keeping the rooms in some different order. Your mom is always right, though not about the order of things. Santa Claus confirmed and winked at Baby Winter conspicuously while they were climbing the stairs. Let's set the order this way today. First, we are to find a magical mirror. They had finished all the golden stairs and were in the attic. Santa Claus filled the attic with different magical things and books. If you don't mind, look in the chests, and in the cabinets I will look on the shelves, Santa Claus said. Baby Winter did not mind, and they started flipping things over. Everything what was flipping, they flipped, and everything what was opening, they opened. They had a lot of fun flipping things around and making some more mess, but could not find the magical mirror yet. Nevertheless, Baby Winter was happy. They had found other fabulous things. They found a magical brush that could style their hair all by itself. Then they found a magical loom that could weave fabric. Then they found a magical sewing kit. At last, they found a magical toy chest that was making new things. When closed, and the magic began. The brush was styling Baby Winter's hair into a quaint hairdo, and with the first brush stroke, wind blew snow clouds over Laponia. The clouds were ready to explode with snowfall. When the brush finished the styling, there were so many clouds that the sky turned gray. Baby Winter was too busy looking for the magical mirror and did not know about it yet. By that time, Baby Winter had opened the toy chest and found magical threads. Santa Claus set the threads in the magical loom, and the loom started making fabric for Baby Winter's new dress. As soon as the loom started its work, the snow fell over Laponia. Baby Winter did not know about it, but the snow kept falling over the Laponia and over the rest of the world, which belonged to Laponia. As soon as the magical loom finished a spool of silver white thread, Baby Winter found a new spool of silver blue thread in the toy chest. Santa Claus set it in the loom, and silver blue snowflakes twisted around Laponia. The silver blue thread was finished, and Baby Winter opened the toy chest again. There was a spool of golden pink thread, and then a spool of sky blue thread, and finally, a spool of pearl-colored thread. One after another, the magical loom wove the thread into beautiful sparkling fabric, and colorful snowflakes twisted all around the world. When the fabric was finally ready, Santa Claus opened the sewing kit, and the work began. Intricate frosty ornaments decorated windows and tree branches. Funky snow figurines filled up the roads and fields around the world. Shiny blue glaze-covered lakes, rivers, seas, and oceans. All the world turned into a winter wonderland, sparkling, shining, and yes, a little bit chilly too. Now my new dress is ready, Daddy, Baby Winter gasped. She jumped out of her nightie and put the dress on immediately. But where is the magical mirror? She asked. Did not you tell me? We had to find it first.
Santa Claus suddenly remembered. How could I forget? It is in my pocket. He fetched from his pocket a tiny mirror. Baby Winter did not know if Santa Claus was forgetting things or just saying so to surprise her better. Look in the mirror, Santa invited. There is my beautiful girl. He handed the mirror to his daughter. Oh, my daddy, oh, my mommy. Baby Winter gasped. My hairstyle is so funky. She liked everything funky, for it meant to be both pretty and funny. Look, Daddy, at all the snowflakes and sparkles in my hair. Now I want to see my new dress. Does it look good on me? She gave the mirror back to Santa. Could you please hold it for me, Daddy? She asked. Santa took the mirror into his white palms and frowned. What can we see in such a tiny mirror? Only a little bit of the dress. Let me try to make it larger. He looked at the mirror and declared, Afna, betra, besser. That is in Laponian language meant grow better, larger, taller. The magical mirror started to grow in his hands. It grew larger and larger and larger and soon became 3 times as wide and tall as Baby Winter. Santa Claus put it on the floor. Now the mirror could stay there. Santa Claus pecked Daughter on her cheek. There is my beautiful baby, he exclaimed, and let Baby Winter watch her reflection in the mirror as long as she wanted. Baby Winter liked the new dress and said it was fine, which was one of her greatest compliments. Daddy, but what about the snowflakes? I want snowflakes all over Laponia! Let us make snowflakes! Santa smiled. We already did. Look out the window. There is another surprise for you. When we were making your new dress, Laponia was also dressing up in the snow and sparkles. Baby Winter looked out the small window in the attic and gasped, sparkling and twinkling snowflakes in silver white, silver blue, golden pink and iridescent pearly. Just like the colors of the new dress were twisting in the sky blue air. Let's go surprise your mother, Santa said, and they went down the golden staircase, straight to the loving hugs and kisses of Mrs. Claus. She took Winter in her arms and waltzed her around the room. What a beautiful winter we have! She rejoiced and passed Baby Winter to Santa Claus. He, in turn, waltzed their daughter around the room, while Mrs. Claus watched them with her heart, singing Ode to Joy. When they were waltzing around the room, the snowflakes were waltzing outdoors, all around Laponia and all over the earth. That night, after the snow had finished falling and Laponia lay hushed and white under a sky full of stars, Mrs. Claus tucked Baby Winter into bed and smoothed the blanket over her with the particular care of a mother who has had a very long and very wonderful day. Mommy, Baby Winter said, already half asleep, why Autumn didn't come for my party? Mrs. Claus paused, and for just a moment, something crossed her face too quickly for a 5-year-old to catch, though it was there all the same. Not sadness exactly, but the particular carefulness of someone choosing her next words very carefully indeed. My love, Autumn sent you a wonderful present. Don't you like it? I do, and all the sweet snowflakes I drew. But Mom, why Autumn didn't come in person? I would rather like if he gave me the present in person. Mom? I am sure he wants to come as well, but he is already 12. He has his duty, school is one of them. He has to study, baby, also. It is safer if he stays in school, Mrs. Claus said gently, smoothing the blanket flat. Sleep, my love. Baby Winter considered this with the great seriousness 5-year-olds reserve for matters of real importance. Safer from what, Mommy? Nothing we shall talk about today, love. Then I shall make a snowflake just for him, she decided, and send it all the way to his school, so he knows I was thinking of him too. And if you had been standing that very night in the courtyard of a quiet, beautiful school far from Laponia, you might have seen one single huge snowflake drifting down out of a perfectly clear sky and landing very softly on the hand of a boy who was not at all surprised to see it, because he had been expecting it all along. He smiled and his blue and honey-colored eyes sparkled with joy. This is from my baby sister Winter. She learned to make snow. He said to his friends happen to be nearby, there will be a lot of snow here soon. You'll see, it will be fun.